Hey boys and girls, today we're talking about your digestive system. We're talking about how is it you can take an apple and power your body with that? How is it that you can get enough energy to do the things you've got to do throughout the day? Did you know every single system in your body requires an energy input? You cannot sleep, your heart cannot beat, your brain cannot process a single thought without putting energy into the system. You have to eat first to be able to do anything. Sleeping burns calories. Lying on the couch, flipping your phone and playing on TikTok like I do. It takes energy, not as much as going for a mile run. Of course, working out and all of that is going to require and take more and more energy, but everything you do takes energy. Digestion is the process by which we break down food into energy to fuel our bodies. There are 6 essential nutrients that all people need to be healthy: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and water. So out of the 6 essential nutrients that you need for survival, only half of those are going to actually provide calories to power and fuel your day. So what are the ones that don't provide calories? So that's going to be water. Water provides 0 calories. So it provides no energy into your system. However, you cannot exist without water. We know this. You have to have we're a majority of water, right? Every one of your cells is a majority of water. And so you need that. You need to keep replenishing the water in your body to stay healthy. Your digestive system needs that. So water is one of those 6 essential nutrients that provides no energy. The other one is going to be minerals, and on top of minerals is vitamins. So water, minerals, and vitamins do not provide energy for your body, but they're essential for healthy living. Your body cannot maintain without those components. So what is it that does fuel your body then? Well, it's going to look a little different. You're going to have carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Carbohydrates come in 2 basic forms: complex and simple. Simple carbohydrates are going to be made of small molecules, while complex carbohydrates are going to be made from larger molecules that take more time to digest and provide more long-lasting energy. Those simple carbohydrates are typically come in forms of sugary treats, candies, and anything with any kind of added sugar. Whereas complex carbohydrates are going to be coming in the form of whole grains. Also, there are 2 major types of fats: saturated and unsaturated fats. Saturated fats typically come from animal products like lard. They are solid at room temperature and melt at warmer temperatures. Unsaturated fats usually come from plant products and are liquid at room temperature, much like oil would be. When we talk about digestion, there are 2 major types of digestion. There is chemical digestion and mechanical digestion. Chemical digestion, it tells you it's just that. There's some sort of chemical input into the system that helps break down those nutrients into smaller microscopic bits that your body can then process. And mechanical digestion is going to be the mechanisms, the tearing, the physical movement or the physical breakdown of the food through some sort of mechanics. Your teeth are major mechanical digesters. They tear and rip food. Your stomach, you guys, your stomach, not only does it have an acid, which would be, of course, a chemical component of digestion, it also has this churningness. If you've ever eaten any tripe or menudo, you look at, it's the inside lining of a cow's stomach. It's got these little crisscrossies on it, and those are the little muscular systems that churn the food in your stomach to break it down more. So not only is there an acid component breaking down the food, there's this physical manipulating, moving component too that breaks down your food. So what's the point of digestion? Nutrient absorption. Every single cell in your body needs calories to do work. Those calories come from nutrients. Your blood cells help deliver all of those nutrients to feed your cells. Your digestive system is a whole canal. It's actually also known as the alimentary canal. Beginning with your mouth, your teeth tear and grind your food apart with that mechanical digestion, but so too does your saliva chime in. Your saliva is a chemical digester and breaks down enzymes immediately as they enter your mouth. The next step in the process is your food is swallowed down your esophagus. Your esophagus has incredible muscular tissue that contracts and to push food down. It's called peristalsis, and you can even swallow food upside down. That's why astronauts can eat in outer space, is because of this muscular system that pulls the food down into your stomach. It is not gravity, but it is actually a muscular contraction system that controls all of that. Next up on the trip is into your stomach. So we already talked about the stomach. It is a chemical digester and a mechanical digester. Your stomach cells are constantly dying off because they're exposed by so much acid that they have to keep replenishing themselves. Additionally, your stomach is lined with mucus to protect yourself from that hydrochloric acid that is inside of your stomach that can literally burn through meat. That's the job we want it to do, but it is a really intense acid. That's why it burns so bad when you throw up, is you get a little stomach acid coming out, and your esophagus is not meant to have that stomach acid. Following its way through the stomach, it'll now eventually head down to the small intestine. When your food, at this point we call it chyme, when your chyme enters your small intestine, it's going to begin, it's a really liquidy form now, it's all broken down. We're going to begin to reach some nutrient absorption. Now here is where the magic happens. Nutrients begin to be absorbed through the lining of your small intestine. Now your small intestine is quite large. We call it small because diameter-wise, it's skinny. But that dang thing is near 20 feet long. It is very, very long. And so we call it the small intestine because it's so skinny. Now, as it travels through your small intestine, small microscopic bits are being absorbed through something called villi. Villi are these tiny little hair-like projections that cover the entire lining of your intestine, and that's where the nutrients will then travel to the bloodstream, where your red blood cells will pick up those nutrients and then start delivering them all over your body. Once all of that material has passed by your small intestine, it's headed now to the large intestine. The large intestine is much shorter. It's only about 5 feet long, but we call it the large intestine because it is really fat. So it's really fat, and this is where we start to have water absorption. So if you're dehydrated, it takes a long time to get rehydrated because food has to travel through a majority of the digestive system before that water then begins to be reabsorbed into your bloodstream. So your large intestine is for water absorption, and if food is traveling too fast through there, you get the choro, you know what I mean? And it comes out kind of liquidy. It's not good, not pretty, it's kind of really gross, right? So we want food to travel slowly through your large intestine so you don't have an upset stomach, because ultimately at the end of the large intestine, we have the colon and the rectum, which are our holding tanks for that waste product when we're all done with it and there's no other good that we can get out of it, and then it will finally pass out. So yes, food does exit the body. That's where it's got to go. We know that, right? And so food enters through your mouth. It travels this long canal we call the alimentary canal, and that is how food is absorbed to create energy for your body.